Like on, we do not. Because that much easier, won't it? Oh, my apologies, I was. Yeah. Oh. The real official one.
Sure.
Like it's 5 o'clock. Oh, so that's good music.
Well,
Shame for
we'll see what this is.
Okay, it is 5 o'clock on August 20th on the, over the Board of Directors meeting for Sandy Fire District. Let's start with pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any changes to the agenda?
No, ma'am, there's not.
Perfect, okay. So for approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting on July 16th. Motion to accept those minutes,
I move to accept the minutes as presented for July 16th, 2025.
Second.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and then we have the special board meeting, or what, 4-minute meeting, I think, on the 29th of July. A motion to accept those minutes,
Make a motion to accept the July 29 meeting minutes.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Think we have any business to take care of,
Yeah.
and liaison committee, we don't have,
Okay.
so it's, okay. All right, well, Chief Brown, how would you like to tell us what you know?
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you. So I did mention last board meeting. Oh, yeah.
Chief Republic, I already asked. Oh, I'm sorry,
Well, that's a great call.
thank you,
It's actually a great call.
yeah, okay. Is there any public comment?
I don't have a comment, but I do have a question,
Do you have what I couldn't hear?
She has a question.
Oh, of course.
and it's actually for the chief. I recently learned that we are going to vote in November, and in my attempt to be well informed, I missed the 16th meeting, didn't see the posting for the 29th meeting, but as I watched my 2-year-old granddaughter, so I might have missed stuff. I listened to Black Fire's board meeting last month, where one of the board members mentioned that by statute, and they cited the statute, we potentially are going to pay the bond, which is not what Sandy had proposed.
Yes,
So do we have an answer on that?
yeah, it was misinformation from our elected official. The ORS is pretty crystal clear, as is legal's interpretation of as what the ballot measure states. So, and just for your knowledge, I got the board president right next to you, that if you're okay, Sue,
Okay,
that he could add on to anything that I just said.
We didn't feel it was fair to have the levy imposed on people saying you just didn't get a chance to vote on it. So this way you kind of get a vote on the basic, and then when the levy comes up on 7,
For renewal, you have
we
that.
can get a chance to vote. We just didn't think it was fair. We actually, I ran the campaign to Timothy Warren with Blackness, and we asked them to put, there was a 10-cent bond on their pay people. We asked them to put that on because they had voted on it in 2015, and it was 2016. They hadn't taken delivery of any of the pieces of equipment stuff. We're gonna get the full use of those, so fair is fair. We should take that.
Right,
Which in this case, we thought it isn't kind of the same thing, so we'll just wait so people in Sandy can vote on it then.
So to answer your question crystal clear, we got legal interpretation, we dove into the RSs.
we don't have the extra 52 cents.
Correct. We were correct, and the law is super convoluted. specifically with governance and.
A lot.
Right, and so, you have one ORS in place with another one, but long story short, it's exactly as we've been saying, and exactly as the Sandy electeds have been saying. And exactly as what we've been messaging the community and what the ballot measure will say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry that I missed you in the line of things.
I've got a big
I
head.
couldn't see her. And thank you, Chris, for answering the question. I appreciate that. All right, Chief, would you like to
Yes, ma'am, thank you. So,
update us?
yep, I mentioned already last month, but it is technically for the July update, just wanting to mention about Station 12. We opened up Station 12. And they've had a couple impactful calls already this summer, which is great. Want to remind everybody that we are doing an open house. I'll be cooking some hot dogs, much like we did at Station 13, Sue, where you came. That'll be September 6th on Saturday. Would love to have you all be there. I believe it's on calendars for.
We all
for
got
you.
an invitation.
Okay, perfect. And that'll be between 11 and 1. You know, I'm gonna talk about this probably, well, you know what, I'll just wait. No, I'm gonna talk about it now. A really successful rescue on Saturday. I don't know if you've been tracking the social media at all, from us. Engine 3 was dispatched to a residential fire in Oak Grove, with 2 people trapped inside. They occupied the interior. Oncoming crews threw ladders to the backside of the house, found 2 victims inside and pulled both of those victims out. A complete team effort from Engine 3, Engine 322, which is in Gladstone, Engine 302, which is in Milwaukee, Heavy Rescue 305, Truck 4, and Engine 301 in a successful rescue of the occupants outside of the house. But it didn't just stop there. Once they got outside of the house, getting them on the street and then giving them a cyano kit, which is something you give to somebody that has a high CO in their blood. And right now they're both in the ICU, still alive. And our crews and what they do every single day, the mentality of which they have, has provided the opportunity for 2 of our members of our community to be able to have another chance of life. And so.
Small update, she's not intubated, neither is he. He gave an interview today.
Oh my gosh. Really? Yeah, so I mean, that just, it shows what our crews do. It shows that it matters how quickly they turn out, how quickly they get inside the house. And why it matters where we strategically place fire stations and have adequate resources. So, wow, that's great news. Man, okay, so, with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, I guess Chief Deans, you would be next,
Yeah.
unless he's already taken everything.
Normally I do, but I left some for him this
Thank you.
time.
July is the kickoff of summer season for all of our communities. Sandy is not left out of that, so we'll spend a lot of time supporting community services with the career and volunteer staff, doing several events, and then into the first 2 weeks of August, doing a lot of things. My apologies for not being able to attend the CPO meeting, but we were at a national night event, 4 of them in the city here.
Everyone understood that, they were
Yeah.
pleased, and I gave a minor report based on the stuff I already knew. So,
Well, and we appreciate that. So, 192 calls for service out here, and then all the events, and then we do have an open house plan for October 4th. This is an annexation focused kind of open house where we can do question and answer, so you should get an invite for that, but that's on the books now. Not so much a regular open house, but it will be more focused, so we're
just
hoping, yeah.
informational stuff.
Yeah, more info, like the ones we did before, but we plan to keep doing those throughout the term before it goes to the voters, so we can make sure everybody's well informed. And then speaking of that.
Would you just real quick, we're in safe harbor?
Yeah.
Right, so.
Mhm.
It's more just exactly what the ballot measure says.
Yes, it will be that, and speaking of that, it has been filed, we haven't received a ballot number yet, but we expect that to be very, very soon, but everything's filed and through the county. So happy to answer any questions.
Okay, Chief Whitaker, what have you got for us?
Okay, just a few quick updates. There are a few financial items in your board packet, starting on page 12. As usual, page 12 is just the bank reconciliation for July. Not many transactions, just the normal property tax deposit and the interest earned on those accounts. Page 13 is probably the most interesting pages of the financial report this month. Those are the actuals for how we ended the last fiscal year, so fiscal year 24-25. Obviously, it still needs to go through the audit process with the auditor, but again, pretty straightforward. Property tax, AV was a little higher than we estimated at the start of the year, so that revenue came in a little higher than anticipated. Same with the interest, came in a little higher. We had a little bit of cushion in the budget just to make sure we didn't overexpend, so expenses all came in within budget. And overall end of the year in a good spot. Similarly, in the capital replacement fund, we had a few capital items that we purchased. But that fund also grew its ending fund balance because we transferred money from the general fund in there, so. So that hopefully will match what the auditor presents later in the year, once they go through it. And then the next page is just next year's budget or the current year's budget through July. Not much happened in July. We again had some interest earnings and then the final page of the financial report that I just wanted to bring to your attention is the first invoice for fiscal year 25-26 for the contract for service. There will be 4 invoices, each at just around $1.28 million. Again, per the IGA, that is based on an estimate of the property taxes that will be collected in the year. A reconciliation from the prior year, which is we collected more in property taxes in the prior year than we anticipated, so that has been paid to Clackamas. And then, of course, $60,000 is taken off of that to be retained for putting in the fire district's capital replacement fund. Divide that by 4 to get the forward payment, so just wanted to be transparent with that, and that will be directly transferred from the fire district's LGIP account to Clackamas Fire District.
Any questions? Okay, and I should have at the beginning of this meeting said that we had a change to our agenda because it has the wrong name down here for the volunteer president.
Well,
We really have Brent Starr, we don't have JoJo.
it's my fault. I should have caught that.
No, that's okay. I noticed it when I read it earlier and I forgot.
Don't let it
Anyway.
happen again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you got?
Thank you. So during the month of July, volunteers were really active in the community here. Station 34 was staffed both days and nights, thanks to the partnership set up by Division Chief Brett Olson with ODF. And during that time, suppression firefighters or volunteers staffed Station 74 29 out of 31 nights and responded to 10 calls of service. ODF staffed the station 30 out of 31 days and responded to 5 brush fires in the Sandy area. For the month of July, during that month, volunteer training focused on peek and peel techniques for motor vehicle accidents, establishing an airway and a review on the iGel. And then also wildland firefighter topics, including progressive hose lays, pump for roll, drafting, and mobile water supply. Explorers and volunteers also participated in multiple public events, including the City of Sandy's events on 4th of July, the Sandy Mountain Days Parade and Cake Reception, Sandy Mountain Days Public Ed Event, Day in Damascus Public Ed Event, Sandy Kiwanis Breakfast Cruising as well. And explorers concluded their year with a barbecue at Station 14 with the family and of those students that participated in the Explorer program. If you have any questions, I'll happily answer them now.
What are the hours of that ODF, those ODF crews there? They're not 24 hours, they're just days.
No, yeah, they're during the day. I don't actually know the exact hours.
Yeah, I believe 8 to 6 is what they are, 8 to 5, and then they head back to.
7 days a week?
Yeah, so they took 4th of July, they were off 4th of July, so they would have been there every day.
And how long would that go till, is there a date or is it once,
It's once they go into fire season, and then when they go out of fire season,
Yeah, when they declare out a fire season, we'll stop.
Very nice. Thank you. Brooke.
You've been busy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on.
I just think that's pretty impressive, 29 out of 31 nights you guys staffing,
Yes.
that's absolutely amazing. Please pass on the thank you.
I will.
All right, as usual, we have the usual thank yous from the public out there for what we do.
Oh, I do have one small, gosh dang it, I'm horrible. And then I'll be quiet.
Well, of course you are.
I don't know if you guys were tracking, we've added a little bit of a joint partnership with the National Guard. Since the Texas floods, our community resilience officer was looking at our system and how we can improve should we get floods here. And so we partnered with the National Guard and did some training, ended up landing in a Chinook helicopter up here. But having our water rescue team, having the Chinook land, our water rescue team loading up their boats, loading up their swift water rescue equipment, and then the helicopter taking off and landing in a specific spot and then offloading their equipment. And it just shows you the proactive approach in which we are taking to be able to reach areas not only locally, but regionally and nationally with some of these partnerships. So it's a pretty exciting opportunity, and we're getting excited to expand that relationship with the National Guard.
Having that helicopter land here got a lot of attention.
I'm sure it did.
People notice things like
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure it did.
The little ones, that people don't notice so much.
No,
The
but
ones
you
that
get a
use
big
front
Chinook
end
landing.
stuff, But yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you for sending out the email with the attached video to it on
Yeah.
the board.
it's nice to see, isn't it?
Thanks.
All right. Do we have anything else to come before the board?
Quick one,
What
quick meeting.
do you want? Okay, all right, I guess then. You have a motion for adjournment,
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I will second that.
all in favor,
Aye.
opposed? Oh, okay, thank you all very much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
5:16.